I get terrible allergies, guys. I'm allergic to dust, so I have to use sinus plumber to get rid of them from crawling up my nose. What's good? Today I wanted to talk about being an entrepreneur versus being an employee for the rest of your life. Growing up, I didn't really care what job I would end up getting or what I would be doing. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So I kind of just was okay with like, oh, I'll just be a businessman and I'll just get a business job. Business is where the money is, right? My dad's a businessman. I just figured I'll go the same route and I'll just, be a salesman or something. And I didn't really care what I was going to be doing for the rest of my life. All I cared about was basically instant gratification. I just wanted to drink with my friends and do stupid shit. And I went to like an average college and I just cared about like having fun and good times and just getting the degree, right? Getting a degree. I ended up getting a communication studies degree. To be honest, I wasn't really doing so great with the business degree and I was worried I wasn't going to graduate on time. And then I really shifted into gear and realized that I needed to. I chose a different degree because I thought communications was going to take me out of my comfort zone, which it did, and I'm glad I came out with it. But that's besides the point. I graduated school and I worked as a bartender for a good half a year or so. And then I landed a 9-to-5 job in media sales. And I've been working that for almost a year now. And throughout this time of working this job, I just sort of had this drive. I have this drive in me to do something else aside from the 9-to-5, aside from the traditional conventional way of working, of getting a good job and working for the raise and working for more responsibility in a company and trying to work your way up the ranks and saving out pieces of your paycheck little by little to save up for retirement. And all this stuff is just like thinking ahead in the long term. I just think that if I put the same amount of energy that I would be putting into a 9-to-5 to like move up the ladder or, get a raise, then I would be able to be successful in something of my own craft, something of my own invention, my own business, my own stream of income. I just feel like I could put my energy into something of my own for my own benefit, obviously to benefit others, but of my own business that I'm in control of. And yeah, maybe it'll take a longer time for me to get a good salary off my own, but I think it's worth it in the long run. Like it's worth it. Like that's worth it, I don't want to work 9-to-5 for the rest of my life until I'm 65 and have gotten a pension or have built my retirement account up from saving 10% of my paycheck for all these years. I want to live life young. I want to do things young. I don't want to be tied to a specific location. I don't want my time to be tied to a job, a corporate job. And this is where I came across something dark and sinister, and it was the book Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. And this book completely shattered my my view on the world currently. And what this book was about is basically the societal brainwashing that goes on in modern day and has gone on for generations from our parents, our grandparents, where it's this conventional idea that it's a script that is made by the government, society, whatever, of the norm for people is to do the same shit, do average shit, go to college, live for the weekends, get a good job, right? Save for retirement, eventually move up the ranks and get more responsibility. When did we start just giving in to doing this? When did we lose the drive to do something of our own? When did we think that it was a bad idea to start your own business or learn a skill that would benefit you and a business of your choosing? When did we stop? Like, I mean, I'm not saying this like against anybody, but I'm sort of saying it against myself. It didn't really click for me that I was just following the average lifeline. I was just following that and throwing money into a Roth IRA. And yeah, I was settling. I was just like, all right, yeah, so I guess freedom is only when you're retired, and I'll just see how fast I can get to retirement. That's sad. That's sad in my opinion. And this book really just opened up my mind to the fact that we're all just a bunch of chickens in a coop running around, being fed information and being used for our energy. And it's same we use chickens for eggs. The government's using us, using our energy as the eggs. Bad analogy, but they're basically just milking us dry of our energy to help the economy. They're using us as tools to just function businesses and work for corporate for the rest of our lives. And this is unconventional advice, but I think that people at the top, they know this. This is the stuff that they know and they live by. They die by this. It's like Andrew Tate talks about being in the Matrix. This is what the Matrix is. It's the script of society to do this conventional average shit and live for the weekends and consume on the weekends, work Monday to Friday. How do you expect to be anything above average if you keep doing average shit? And I'm not talking to you guys here. I'm talking to myself too. I'm sort of like drilling this into my own brain. Like, how do I expect to be above average? Like, I'm big into self-improvement, self-growth. I want to be successful. I have dreams of wealth. I have the drive to do something of my own creation. I always have been like this. I've always wanted to start my own company. I've always wanted to invent stuff. I always wanted to create. I used to make YouTube videos about like the gaming that I was doing when I was younger, which, you know, I always wanted to just put something out there. I needed to put something out there to the world. And a lot of my anxiety and paranoia has kept me from doing like this stuff and putting myself out there and breaking down and doing these things. But I'm starting to realize that like it's now or never. Like, when am I going to start? The sooner I do it, the better. I just wanted to share this video because that's sort of like my little rant on where I am right now. I feel stuck. I feel like I have the energy to do something, and I just want to go ahead and do it. And I've been putting my energy and focus into research and reading up on entrepreneurs and their stories, and I've actually learned a massive amount. And I'm going to do future videos on entrepreneurship and creating your own businesses the right way. And I recommend you read the book Unscripted by MJ DeMarco. That is the fire book. Coffee. All right, guys, that's today's video. For anybody out there who cares to watch this. All right, I'll see see you guys next time, all right? You, the one who doesn't think I'm pointing at you. I'll see you next time. Yeah.